going to happen. The Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch. It's Covey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Here's the give off the left side. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Klein. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Got his man on the outside. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. No, he made him miss again. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Card.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilcox. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. QB draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Makes the grab. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 9 on the play. 4th down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. Northwestern.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
Brings into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Flores. quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Peterson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
First down for the offense.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean,
turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Looking for the end zone. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
and the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's McGee. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep
going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Pulls it in. It's Riley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Might be changing the route. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. To the air, it's Flores trying to set up the screen. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll try the run. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And now on second down for this offense. Rides to the back. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to run it to the right. Nice move to keep running. Good, solid tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity